What's up, guys? Jacob from Sculpted here, and today I'm going to show you how to do something really cool, how to automate a lot of the manual research that your SDRs are probably doing, or that you're doing if you're an SDR. A lot of SDRs spend tons of time searching Google, looking at a website, and making a decision about a company to see if it's a good fit, and that can all be automated. Now it's faster, cheaper, and easier than ever before to automate all this manual research. Using Clay's new Claygent feature that I'm going to show you how to use today, I found 5 companies that are currently hiring SDRs, which I also use Clay to do, and I can show you how to do that later. If you are interested, let me know in the comments. But I found 5 companies currently hiring for SDRs using Clay, and each one, without this tutorial, is probably going to have their new hires and probably their existing SDRs manually researching. Each one has specific things that I thought they would probably want to look up. And so I looked up their target audience in Apollo and exported a list of companies. And then I created Claygent prompts, basically AI prompts, that teach you and will show you how I've automated a lot of the manual research that their team is probably doing now so that you can be way more efficient with your cold outreach. This way, you can do account research and lead research much, much faster and have actually targeted campaigns at scale without all the manual research or hiring a VA agency or spraying and praying to a ton of people that are not the right fit. So without further ado, let's jump into the Clay table. So I picked 5 SaaS companies here. We have Keap, but I spelled it wrong. It's Keap, a CRM company. Lodgify, they sell to vacation rentals, management companies or hotels, things like that. They have I think vacation property management software. Attentive sells to, it's been a while actually since I did this table. I think they sell to construction companies. Amplitude, we're going to be looking at SaaS companies that are product-led or sales-led. And then RevenueWell, I forget who they sell to. We'll find out. Let's go to the Keap example. So Keap, they are a small business CRM. And if I open up a new tab here and show you, they sell to, as you can see, small businesses. Now, they actually have an industries page. And the first thing I wanted to show you here is how we can actually speed up a lot of the research here. So I chose to go after accountants. And to do that, I essentially, here we are in Apollo. I have the account location, United States, employees 21 to 100, and the industry is accounting. This is a typical flow that an SDR is going to do when they're prospecting. This could also be done in LinkedIn Sales Navigator or a similar tool. But essentially, this is what you're going to get in all the tools. You're going to get a list of companies like this. That's a decent place to start, right? But at the end of the day, there's still a lot more work that needs to be done. Why? Well, first of all, who knows if this data is actually fully accurate? The best source of truth is LinkedIn. Second of all, this is pretty broad, right? So you may have, you may want to sell Keap to accountants that sell to other companies, right? They're like outsourced business accountants. Some accountants, like my accountants, sell to consumers. They sell to individuals. That's a different type of accounting firm. And there's also going to be accounting software companies nestled in here, as opposed to actual accounting firms, which I actually think that probably this one might be an example of it. No, so this is a B2B accounting firm. This looks like also an outsourced accounting firm. And this is a SaaS company. And so if I only want to sell to accounting companies, accounting service providers, and not SaaS companies, this company would be a bad fit. And I would have to either manually research them to figure this out, or I would end up emailing them by accident, and then I'm just kind of sending spam. So how could I automate this with Clay? So it's pretty cool. So I use Claygent. And you can see here I have these industry tags. I have one tagging them as an accountant or not, and one tagging them as B2B or B2C. And then I created account lists of, this is the data from Apollo. These are all B2B accounting firms. And then I have one for B2C accounting firms. So how did I do this? So let's open up the Claygent prompt, and I'll just show you inside, under the hood, how this works. So here's the first prompt. Your job is to determine if a website is an accounting firm that renders accounting services to its clients or another type of company like an accounting software company. We want to reach out to accounting service companies. If the company is an accounting services firm, parentheses, they sell to accounting services, respond accountant. Otherwise, do your best to label the company type. Here's a website to check. Now, if the prompt does not work exactly the way you would like, you can just tweak it and try again. But essentially, what this is doing is Clay is combining Google search, web scraping, and ChatGPT. So it's essentially searching the internet for the website, finding the site, visiting the site, maybe visiting a different page on the site, scraping all the text, processing it using this prompt with ChatGPT, and then responding with the output as it sees fit. And it's pretty insane that it can do this. And it only costs about half a penny in most cases per search on average. So it's insanely cheap, insanely fast, and quite accurate for most things. So let's take a look at some of the results here. I have a bit of a nasally, stuffy nose, so forgive me. So the very first result here says it's a cloud-based software company. So let's see. Integrations. Yeah, integrations usually mean software company. So I agree, not a good fit. This company is a B2B accounting firm. Let's see. Yeah, looks good to me. This looks like a B2B accounting firm to me. Fully accountable. Again, B2B accounting, maybe a bit more professional. Okay, great. Looks awesome. Regions Bank, not an accounting firm. Let's see if Regions Bank is an accounting firm. Nope, it looks like it's a bank. So if you were prospecting and selling to accounting firms without Claygent, you would have just emailed a bank. And this is what Apollo returned for accounting, which is not true. So you can see how we're able to take this list of companies and refine it down into accountants only. Now, I did a second prompt to check if it's a B2B company or a B2C company, because maybe you only want to sell, maybe you found that B2B accounting firms are more interested in a CRM than B2C. So you want to confirm that it's B2B. So again, similar prompt over here, run the prompt, and then your output is as follows. Now I can generate a list of accountants in the B2B industry. And now I have all these accounts that are for sure B2B accountants. I can get their real-time LinkedIn data. And now I have a list of actual B2B accounting firms that are between, let's say, 10 and 200 employees in the United States. So this is an actually solid account list. And then from here, we can go in and actually find the right people at these accounts we want to reach out to and fully personalize the emails from there. But that's for a separate video. So this is how I would automate research for Keap. Now I'm going to move on to the next company in my list. Show another example from RevenueWell. So RevenueWell, after looking at their website again, they sell to, I believe, dentists. And I think this is a really cool example of what Claygent can do, because what I just showed you before is kind of categorizing a company based on its industry and its go-to-market strategy. Is it or a target audience really? Is it B2B or B2C? In this case, I'm actually using Claygent for something different. Aside from like looking up a website and categorizing something, Claygent can also be used to find information about find out information about a company. So for example, people who are prospecting at RevenueWell probably, I'm guessing, would prefer multiple location dental practices, because those multi-location practices are more of a business, whereas a single location practice is more of like a doctor who just has his own office. But a multi-location practice is more of a business, and they're probably more willing and more I guess, privy to marketing and business growth. And so I thought that SDRs would probably be manually researching these dentists to try and see if they have multiple locations. And that's very slow. It's a lot of Google Maps scraping. And so I actually was able to scrape Google Maps using Clay and then determine if they have multiple locations or only a single location using Claygent. And I want to show you how we did that here. So the first thing we did here, you can see we scraped all of these locations from Google Maps. That's super easy. Actually, all you have to do is click new table, and then you can source from Google Maps right here. And then you just look for, let's say, in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, I'm going to search in the hood, and we're going to search for dentist, and that's basically it. You can click continue, and it'll start pulling results for you. So I already made a table like this for us, and you can see here we have their dentist title, like the practice name, the address, the phone number, how many reviews, et cetera, and their website. So here's my Claygent prompt. Okay. So I said, your job is to determine if a dentist office only has one location or multiple locations. Check if the website has locations or offices on the website that list multiple offices. If multiple office addresses are listed, there's probably multiple offices. If there's only a single office address on the website, it's probably a single office practice. Respond with a number of office locations. If only one office, return a single location. If there are multiple locations, respond to multiple locations. Here's the website. And I passed in the website right here. And you can see here, it went ahead and it searched the site. And if you look at a few of these different sites, you can see I'll look at a few single locations and then I'll look at a multiple location example. So these are all single locations. The first three I'm going to show you here. Glen Burnie Dental Group. I found that when they had the area name as the name of their group, they usually only have one office because they name their whole practice after that one location in most cases, versus if they have a more generic name, more like a brand name, that's not tied to the location, I found that more often it was multiple locations. But as you can see here, they don't have a location section on the site that I can see. And they only have one location here in the footer, so that seems to be like a single location practice. Owings Mills Dental Care, similar story over here. I did not see, when I was researching the site, I did not see any multiple location section. I only saw one area where it spoke about their address. And we have over here Dental Group Baltimore City. Once again, I don't see a location section over here. I just see one address here in the footer, one location right here. And so once again, I'm pretty convinced that this is a single location dentistry. Whereas this dentistry, which Smiles Are Us dentistry, Claygent just had multiple locations, and you can see down here, actually right here at the top, it has locations. It has all these different locations. So I actually created filter views that show you all the single location dentistries that I found. Maybe this could be like your smaller, more automated emails that you're going after, the smaller fish with more automation. And then you have your actual sales team focus on these companies here. These are all multiple location dentistries. So if I look at all these different, let's look at all of these here, I'll just show you how accurate this is. So you can see here, I was a duplicate, sorry. So we already saw this one. This one has multiple locations. If I scroll to the bottom here, you can see all these different locations across the country. Over here, we have 4 offices right here at the top. So obviously multiple locations. Over here, let's see, Bayview and Baltimore. So 2 different locations right there. Boom. Dental One Associates. Let's see, view all locations. And there we go, a bunch of locations. Enjoy the beauty of a healthy smile. So do we have multiple locations here? Let's see here. Dental services, let's go to the bottom. I'm only seeing one address here. Oh, boom, locations, 2 locations right there. Great, fantastic. You get the idea. Here, all the locations find in their office. So great, there's multiple locations. So you can see how accurate this is. And actually, if you want to see behind the scenes how Claygent is figuring this out, you can even open up the cell and see. So reasoning. From the body text of the web page, it is clear that there are multiple office locations listed for Smiles Are Us dentistry. Therefore, the website has a location section that lists multiple offices. So it even can show you the steps taken. It will show you that it searched for something and it visited a specific page, and then it scraped the text, etc. Over here, you can see, once again, similar story. The website contains a location section with information about 2 locations, Smile Studio Dentistry of Baltimore and Smile Studio Dentistry of Bayview. Each location has a specific address, which indicates the dentist office has multiple locations. So you can see that it's actually spitting out the reasoning around why it's thinking the way that it's thinking. And if you see it taking improper steps, you can just correct it. So it's pretty impressive what you can do here. And yeah, I just automated that entire process, which normally would have taken probably hours for a rep to do manually, to Google search, scrape LinkedIn, or scrape Google Maps, find a few dentists. Within 5 minutes, I was able to find already 22 multi-location practices in the Baltimore area. Repeat that again for every major metro in the United States, and you'll find thousands probably of multiple location practices without doing any super tedious research in Google Maps yourself. It's really, really impressive what you can do here, and this is yet another example of how powerful Claygent is. And by the way, once again, this only cost less than half of a penny for this search. This search costs, again, half a penny. A little less than half a penny. So yeah, super cheap, super fast, very accurate. It's insane. Let's keep going. Now I'm on to Amplitude. And Amplitude is a pretty famous and large SaaS company. They have an awesome product. They help you, I believe, with basically product analytics. And they sell to product people. So I thought SaaS companies would be a primary suspect. Primary prospect is probably a better term for Amplitude's SDR team. And I actually have sold to SaaS companies quite a bit. I sold to SaaS companies at my startup Service Bell. And I'm currently selling to primarily SaaS companies at Sculpted. So if you're a SaaS company and you're watching this and you want to hire me, go to Sculpted.agency, book a call, and we'll go from there. But so I have experience selling to SaaS companies, and one of the things that I always had to research for my pitch was, were they a sales-led company or a product-led company? Meaning, do they have a enterprise book demo, sales process where you have to submit a demo form, book a meeting, go through a sales process, and then buy the product before you become a customer? Or do you have a product-led go-to-market strategy like Clay, where you can sign up for free or some sort of trial plan and try out the product yourself as a user before buying the enterprise packaging or talking to sales, if at all? And I think the value proposition here changes because if you're selling to a product person, for example, at a product-led company, Amplitude might actually be an even more valuable asset because the entire success of your company hinges on the value of your product, right? Clay is exploding because the product is so awesome and people love it. And Amplitude can help get you there. So if you have a product-led company, I think Amplitude is probably an even better fit. If you're a sales-led company, obviously you for sure need Amplitude and you need to improve your product. But kind of the sad reality of sales-led is that users don't really know how good the product will be until they buy it, at which point it's too late. So the product is more going to impact, I think, retention than sales in a lot of ways in a sales-led model. Whereas in a product-led model, product impacts everything. And I think that without Claygent, SDRs at Amplitude, normally what I used to do is I would just visit a website and I'd have to check, does the site have a free trial or not, right? And that was super annoying, and I have to bucket my accounts into product-led or sales-led. I tried hiring VAs to do this for me. It was a pain, and they weren't always good at spotting it. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to bucket SaaS companies. First of all, we're going to see, do they have a product person on staff? Because if they have someone in product, that's a good sign, and the more they have, the better. It shows they probably value product more. 1. 2, are they sales-led or product-led? Actually, sorry. 2, we're going to determine if they're actually even SaaS companies. And then 3, we're going to do, are they sales-led or are they product-led? And we're going to come out with a list of SaaS companies between a certain employee count that are product-led in the United States with, did I mention product people on the team? In any event, let's jump into the Clay table and I'll show you how this works. Again, I just took a raw export of accounts from Apollo. I think I searched for a certain employee count. I think I did a computer software industry filter, and I did United States, I believe. And this is, all these accounts are the output of my account search in Apollo. However, just like we did in the first example, we're refining the list with Clay because a lot of these large data providers like Apollo or even LinkedIn Sales Nav don't have the most accurate filters or the ability to be as specific as you actually want, right? There's no way to confirm if it's actually a SaaS company when you do computer software. You might get a software development agency. You might get a SaaS company. You might get an IT company. So I want to confirm the company type with Claygent. I also want to determine if they're product-led or sales-led as well. And I actually, with a separate check, I actually was able to see if they have product people on staff and see how many they have on staff. Very easy. I just searched for these titles at the company. But that's the main point of this video. So let's look at my output here for product-led SaaS and see some of these examples here. So the first thing I was going to do is determine and confirm that they're a SaaS company. So very simple prompt here. Your job is to determine if a company is a SaaS, software as a service company. Things like demo requests or free trial are often signs they're a software company. Product or platform in the nav are also good signs. Here is a website. Respond SaaS if it's a SaaS company. Otherwise, do your best. Oh, I did not type this out very well, did I? Do your best to label the type of company, okay? So if we open up all of these companies and we just look at them, right? These should all be SaaS companies. So, yep, that's a SaaS company. Yep, that's a SaaS company. Yes, it's a SaaS company. And this is also a SaaS company. Not as normal looking, but I think they sell to truckers, so that's probably why. But yeah, also a SaaS company. And this is also a SaaS company, or at least it's a software company. Now, if I go back to the main view and I can show you some examples of ones that were not a SaaS company, let's see what showed up. So this is supposedly not a SaaS company, or this one, or this one, or this one. So let's see. Sorry, this is not the one this is the one that's not a SaaS company. Yeah, I agree. This is not a SaaS company. Good. This is a SaaS company, so this is actually a malfunction, unfortunately. Clay is not 100% accurate, so this does happen. But I wonder why it has to get... let's see if I run it again, if it works. Sometimes if you run it again, it changes, but we can also look at the reasoning. This is a cool example of showing you how to debug error. I'm out of API calls. Okay, I have to go buy more Open API credits. OpenAI credits, but I'll do that later. Let's keep going. Interesting. Solutions, direct source. So this is not obviously a SaaS company. I don't actually know what it is. It might be. They might sell software. But it's not obvious to me, frankly. So I even if they do sell software, if I was a salesperson here, because this is so vague and hard to understand, I don't even think I would necessarily even prospect into this account. So I'm cool with that output personally. This looks like a services company. I don't know what they do. Maybe like IT support, software support, third-party software support. So I don't think this is a SaaS company, whatever it is. And this looks like a bank. Oh, this is from before, actually. Fine. So those are the examples of not SaaS company that I showed you. To me, look like it's correct. Let's do two more just to show you. Talented offshore. So this is definitely not a SaaS company. This is not even talent. Okay. Not so talented either, I don't think, considering how bad their site just loaded. But anyway, yeah, IT services. So great. So Claygent's doing a good job here. And look, a lot of this stuff is very easy, but it used to take a person to take the source list from Apollo or LinkedIn or wherever, and then Google search and read the homepage, and within a second you can make a decision. But without Claygent, this was all manual, and now it can be automated, which is really, really, really exciting. So fine, I'm very happy with the output of the SaaS determinations. Now let's move on to see if we have correct product-led companies. So again, this means that people can sign up for free and just start using the product. This is a list of all of the product-led SaaS companies that we determined were product-led. I'm going to open up all of them and see, or a few of them, and see how accurate this is. So let's go with product manager. Start free trial. That looks good to me. Product-led. I would consider that product-led. Put cash flow at the heart of your financial management. Start free trial. Awesome. Good stuff. Solicitar demo. Prueba Uno 15 DS. This is Spanish, but this means basically a free trial. Great. Manage file transfer automation platform. Free trial. Amazing. Get a demo. Start free trial right there. Awesome. Good. This one, start free trial. Fantastic. All-in-one digital marketing platform. Great. So yeah, I think that free trial, again, free trial and free trial. Amazing. So boom. Now let's go to sales-led. Okay, so these should all be sales-led companies that do not offer free trials. Sales-led SaaS companies, which you can still pitch, but you just want to have a different value proposition for them. Okay, so yep, no free trial. Great. Book a demo, sales-led, awesome, sales-led, sales-led. Looks sales-led to me and looks sales-led to me. Awesome. So as you can see, this is pretty sick. Claygent is awesome, and it's doing a very good job. I think we've only had, I don't know if we've had any mistakes actually so far. So, okay, let's go back to the rest of our examples and see who we want to do next. We've done Amplitude, RevenueWell, and Keap. So we have Attentive and Lodgify. Let's go for Attentive. So Attentive, they sell to construction companies. As you can see here, I don't know what they actually sell them. I guess a CRM. But anyway, they're selling to different types of companies. And so I went here to industries. I saw that they have landscaping, paving, snow management, facilities management, and general construction on their industries tab. So I figured that these are the 5 segments that they want to go after. And if you just add like construction or like home services as a filter in a data provider like Apollo, you're going to receive a lot of mixed different types of companies. And as a salesperson, you want to have each one of your industry buckets segmented properly. But without any further research, you're going to have a big mix of different types of companies. So I went ahead and used Claygent to segment out the accounts into 5 different categories. I'm going to show you the output now. I did the construction filter in Apollo, and I found a ton of different types of companies all across the board from, I mean, if we just look at all these different companies over here, I can just show you. We have all different types of companies that would fit in all different types of categories. So over here, I would call this actually a SaaS company, which is not good. That's not who they want to sell to. This company looks like a landscaping company. This company looks like another weird SaaS software company. And this is also, oh wait, these might be, are these from my list right here? Oh yeah, this is, so right, fine, exactly. So this came from from Apollo again. So not one that we want to sell to. If we keep going through and keep looking, this is the raw data here before we refined it. We got another software company from Apollo for construction. Not good. This is a paving company. This is a construction company, general construction. This looks like an IT company. And this looks like a general construction company. So you can see here, without doing any further refinement with Claygent, you're going to have a huge mix of different types of companies. Now, let's go through the list and see how I solve this. So your job is to categorize a business with the website text. Here are your options: landscaping, concrete, pavement, snow removal, or general construction. If the company fits into one of these primary categories, respond with a category name. Otherwise, do your best to label the company category appropriately. Here's the website. Do not include construction software companies in the categories above. If the website has things like request demo on the site, it's probably construction software. Do not include construction suppliers, right? So these two I found after Claygent was including software companies and suppliers in the categories. I updated the prompt to stop that. So let's go into concrete and see how this is looking. These should all be concrete companies specifically. Okay, awesome. Construction. Not this one, sorry. This is the first one. Premium pavers. So that's a good. Over here, looks like they sell. Do you have what it takes? Concrete. Great. Amazing. Fantastic. Okay. Concrete construction. More concrete construction. Great. Concrete. Awesome. And paving. Fine. And concrete construction. If I were to do this again, I would probably do a better job in the prompt of separating between a paving company and a concrete company. Some of them do both, but there's like pavement and then like with concrete, and then there's buildings with concrete. So I would probably add that to the prompt and update it, but it's still, I think, pretty good. And if you want to be better, you could improve that. So here's the landscaping companies. So let's see if this is accurate. Okay, very good. Landscaping, landscape, awesome. Landscaping, great. Landscaping, fantastic. Landscaping, awesome. Great. Now let's move on to pavement and see how this did. These should all be paving companies specifically. Awesome. Asphalt, this is a parking lot company. These guys are also doing paving and concrete. Commercial paving. Awesome. So it looks like they're doing roads. Yep, pavement. Awesome. And yeah, great. And then we have general construction. So these should all be general construction companies. Okay, I would agree with this. Hayes Construction, great. This is actually a mistake. Commercial property services, general construction, great. A and B construction, amazing. Great. Fantastic. I guess they built this building. So as you can see here, once again, we were able to take a really raw list of different companies. And while there was one or two mistakes, those could be improved with a better prompt. And overall, of all the examples I've shown you, one or two mistakes is not a big deal. I mean, you have 90 to 95% accuracy, half a penny per check, and it takes seconds, not hours or days, and way more money to pay either a virtual assistant or probably an SDR to do it for you instead. At the end of the day, a lot of SDRs are just glorified data entry specialists that also happen to cold call sometimes and send some emails. So this is a much better solution to allow your SDRs to actually do what they're supposed to do, which is sell. In fact, I actually think Clay is going to create a world where SDRs no longer have to do all this grunt work, and instead they just qualify discovery meetings. Their whole job is essentially responding to interested leads in an inbox, right? Actually, I'm automating that too. Their SDRs' jobs will probably just be taking discovery calls with prospects and only passing opportunities off to AEs. Okay, last example, we have Lodgify. So Lodgify sells to like property. Well, I'll show you. They have on their site right here. They sell to individual hosts, so they do have like a product-led model, but their primary probably B2B like SDR outbound motions, probably selling to property managers and larger types of companies. So I wanted to find property managers and all these different types of accommodation types: bed and breakfast, holiday resorts, right? Small hotels, villas, etc. So once again, I looked up hospitality on Apollo, and I found a bunch of different types of companies. I found resorts, I found hotels, I found property managers. And so without Claygent to do the research for you, you'd end up with a giant cluster of different types of companies. But instead, you can just automate this all with Claygent. So let's look at the results here. Actually, I'll show you the prompt first, as usual. So it's pretty simple. I just told it to categorize the hospitality businesses into specific types based on their website. Here's the different options, the website, and some output rules. So here we go. Let's look at the first list of hotels. So we should all be hotels. Hotel and spa, great. Shabbos. This is also a hotel, amazing. This is also a hotel, I know this one. Hilton, obviously a hotel. Archer Hotel, Hawkeye Hotels, great, fantastic. Moving on to the resort. These should be more like resorts, I suppose, or like golf resorts or something like that, ski resorts, things like that. Heritage Golf Group, hospitality company delivering quality experiences. Our properties, great, looks good to me. Ski resort, awesome. Still loading. Hotel investment services. This I would say is not a resort. So this is an error. Omni hotels and resorts, great. This could probably be a hotel as well, but I think it seems like more of a resort. Yeah, it looks like more of a resort situation. You've got dining and all the stuff going on. It's usually more of a resort type of vibe. And then we have Orlando's first ever beach paradise. Great. Is it really the first ever beach paradise? I don't know, but it does look like a resort. So great. Now let's move on to property manager. These are more like rental companies. I just went on a ski trip and we rented from Raleigh, or I think Raleigh, whatever, property rentals. They're a property management company, and they have like a fleet of different types of properties. So let's look. Proven management of global hotel brands. Hotel management, great. Property manager. Maui Resort Rentals. Resorts, these are other properties. Real estate. This looks like a property management company. Hotel management, awesome. Vacation rentals of Florida, amazing, fantastic. And there we go. So I think hotels. This could be a hotel potentially. I would say this is more of a hotel. So not 100% perfect, but still pretty good. You can see across all 5 companies that I just showed you, meaning all 5 of my examples, right? There was a few errors in all of the different research. And once again, all these errors can be improved and minimized by improving the prompt. But overall, it's insanely cheap. These are all, this costs you half a penny per check. It's 95% accurate. It's super fast. It's super effective. And it's far better than using SDRs. So hopefully you like this video. If you have any other questions about what you can do with AI and how to improve your outbound motion, drop a comment down below. I love to make videos like this. And I would actually make a video showing you how to essentially automate your outbound motion. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.